What separates billionaires from everyone else? It's not just about money, it's about mindset. The way they think, make decisions, value time, and view failure is fundamentally different. Now, imagine this. In the next few minutes, you're going to take a mindset test built around those exact traits. Not some fluffy motivation quiz, but real psychology-backed scenarios inspired by how self-made billionaires like Elon Musk, Oprah Winfrey, and Jeff Bezos navigate the world. This test will challenge how you think about risk, opportunity, productivity, and long-term vision. And here's the catch. You might not even realize where your thinking holds you back until now. You'll face 7 powerful questions that reveal whether you think like the top 1% or if you've unknowingly bought into the mindset that keeps most people stuck. Elon Musk once said, "You get paid in proportion to the difficulty of problems you solve." But here's the twist. Solving big problems starts with how you think. This is your chance to see where you truly stand. Can you stay calm under pressure? Do you trade time for money or money for time? Can you delay gratification like the ultra-rich do every single day? By the time this is over, you'll have your answer, and you may see your own potential in a whole new way. So, lock in, grab something to keep score, and ask yourself right now, do you actually think like a billionaire or just dream like one? Let's take the test and find out. All right, here's how this works. You're about to take a 7-question mindset test, each one based on real traits, habits, and mental models used by actual billionaires. Think of it like a mirror for your thinking. Each question will give you 2 choices. Your job, choose honestly. Don't pick what sounds smart, pick what you'd actually do. Grab a notepad or just keep track mentally. Every time your answer aligns with the billionaire mindset, you get 1 point. At the end, we'll break down your score, and trust me, your result might surprise you. Now, why does this matter? Because the biggest difference between someone who wants to succeed and someone who builds success is how they think. Billionaires don't just work harder, they see the world differently. They make decisions faster. They play a long game. They trade comfort now for massive reward later. Most importantly, they've trained their brain to think that way, and so can you. This video isn't about who's rich and who's not. It's about revealing whether you're operating with a mindset built for growth, wealth, freedom, or one built for playing small, staying safe, and settling. So here's your challenge. Answer honestly and commit. This is more than just a test. It's a moment of self-awareness. And self-awareness? That's the first millionaire skill no one talks about. At the end, drop your score in the comments and see how you compare to others. Think like a millionaire or be surprised when someone else beats you to it. Ready? Let's dive in. Question 2. Time versus money. Here's a scenario that quietly shapes people's future. You're working on your brand or a side hustle. It's late Thursday night, and you have 2 choices. You can either spend the next 5 hours designing a thumbnail, editing a video, fixing bugs on your website, whatever the task is, or you can pay someone $100 to do it for you. That $100 stings a little. It's not pocket change. But buying back those 5 hours means you can now spend that time networking, resting, creating new content, or even reading and learning. Do you, A, save the money and do the task yourself because you can, or B, outsource it, protect your focus, and use that time for higher value work? The right answer in billionaire thinking is B, and here's why. It's not about the task, it's about the trade-off. Billionaires fiercely protect their time like it's their most valuable currency, because it is. They've trained themselves to ask, is this the highest use of my time? If not, they delegate it. Jeff Bezos isn't designing Amazon ads. Oprah doesn't edit her own podcasts. They know their genius lives in vision, leadership, and decision-making, not micromanaging tasks that can be outsourced. Now here's what happens when you don't outsource. Your bandwidth shrinks. You stay busy, but never build anything scalable. That's the trap. Billionaire thinkers know how to leverage other people's time and skill. You, with the same 24 hours, can either hustle endlessly or build systems, tools, and a team that multiplies your effort. So, if you chose B, congrats. That's a high-level mindset. If you chose A, that's okay. It's how most of us are raised. But now that you know this shift, you'll start seeing tasks differently. Smart minds build leverage, not burnout. Question 3. Short-term versus long-term thinking. Let's say you've started something new. Maybe it's a podcast, YouTube channel, side hustle, or even an investment strategy. 3 months in, the results are underwhelming. You've posted consistently, you've done your research, and still, your work is barely getting traction. The views are low, subscribers aren't coming, and revenue, non-existent. Most people get to this place and quietly ask themselves, is it even worth it? So, what do? A. Shut it down and try something else that feels more immediately exciting. B. Stay consistent, keep learning, and commit to the long game, even if results are invisible for now. The billionaire mindset answer is B. This is one of the most powerful traits across every billionaire: delayed gratification and long-term vision. Jeff Bezos told his shareholders for years, we're not going to be profitable right away. He wasn't building fast, he was building forever. Warren Buffett didn't become a billionaire in his 30s. He just never stopped. It's easy to underestimate the compounding power of consistency. What separates billionaire thinkers is their ability to sacrifice short-term vanity metrics for long-term gain. If you always expect immediate rewards, your motivation will be changed to external validation, and that's not sustainable. The long game creates space for skill building, brand identity, and actual impact. Even YouTubers and entrepreneurs who make it big often say, no one watched my content for the first year. The difference? They kept going. So if you chose B, you're operating on billionaire frequency. If you chose A, that's the impulse of quick dopamine. Common, but dangerous if not checked. Deep success takes time, but only if you're smart enough to stick with it. Question 5. Comfort versus growth. Now, let's go deeper. Imagine someone you admire, maybe a mentor, a client, or even a stranger online, gives you tough feedback. It's not mean, it's not cruel, but it hits you. Maybe they say your product isn't that strong. Maybe they question your strategy. Or maybe they point out that you've changed directions too many times. Suddenly, you feel that sting, that internal voice ready to defend, explain, or hide. In that moment, do you A. Get defensive, justify your choices, and mentally write them off? Or B. Pause, breathe, and ask, what can I learn from this? If there's one thing billionaire thinkers share, it's this: they crave feedback. Not because it feels good, but because it saves time. They know the truth stings, and then it sets you free. Ray Dalio, one of the most successful hedge fund billionaires on the planet, built his entire company on one principle: radical honesty. He actually hired people who would challenge him, not flatter him. Why? Because that's how you find blind spots and avoid billion-dollar mistakes. Average minds avoid criticism. Exceptional minds hunt for it. Because guess what? Feedback that feels like an attack is often a roadmap in disguise. It's uncomfortable, sure, but discomfort is where all the growth hides. If you chose B, congratulations, you're thinking like a leader. You're choosing truth over ego, long-term growth over momentary pride. That's rare air. But if you chose A, it doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. Still, if you want to rise above average, you have to build your emotional durability. Every billionaire has learned how to listen first, adjust second, and grow faster than the emotions trying to block them.
All right, moment of truth. You've taken the test. You've answered 5 powerful mindset questions, each one peeling back a layer of how billionaires really think. Now it's time to break down your score and find out where your mindset stands today. Be honest. How many did you score out of 5? Go ahead, lock in your number. Got it?
Cool. Score 0 to 1 points. The awakening. If you got 0 or 1 point, don't panic. That doesn't mean you're failing. It means you've just become aware of how differently billionaires actually see the world. That awareness, that's step 1, and most people never even get there. The good news is, mindset is moldable. You're not missing intelligence, you're just learning a language you weren't taught. Today isn't about judgment, it's about waking up. You're ready to start moving from reactive to strategic, from fear to action, from fixed to growth. That's powerful. Score 2 to 3 points. The builder. If you scored 2 or 3, you've got pieces of the billionaire mindset already kicking in. That means you're thinking differently, at least some of the time. You're experimenting, you're evolving. You know time is valuable, you respect big picture thinking, and you felt glimpses of abundance. But you might still wrestle with self-doubt or fall into short-term traps. That's normal. Billionaire minds weren't built overnight. You're building yours right now. And the more conscious you become, the faster that shift will take root. Don't slow down now. Double down. Score 4 to 5 points. The architect. If you nailed 4 or 5, it's not luck. You think on a different frequency. One focused on vision, execution, and growth. That kind of thinking isn't just rare, it's scary powerful. But here's the catch. Knowledge without execution doesn't create anything. You might be thinking like a billionaire, but the question is, are you moving like one? Are you building systems, taking risks, making time your employee, not your excuse? You've got the wiring. Now it's time to unleash it. Now what? Your score isn't a grade, it's a mirror. It reflects how you think at this moment. And the beautiful part? You can evolve it. Growth is not about perfection, it's about daily rewiring. So whatever your score, own it. Drop it in the comments, seriously. Sharing it keeps you accountable and invites community. And while you're at it, let me know which question challenged you the most. Which one made you rethink something? This isn't the end, it's just your starting line. The billionaire mindset isn't about becoming rich, it's about becoming undeniable. And that journey, it starts with how you think. So, after answering those questions, sitting with your score, and realizing how you think, the real question isn't just, do you think like a billionaire? It's this: are you willing to start? Because this test wasn't just entertainment. It was a mirror, a mindset mirror. And what it reflected back wasn't whether you're successful yet, but whether you're thinking in a way that leads to success. Billionaires aren't psychic. They're not superhuman. They've just trained their minds to focus differently on growth over comfort, impact over ego, and long-term value over short-term emotion. And the best part? You can too. Every billionaire mindset trait you saw in this video is learnable. Nobody's born with it. Seriously. Confidence, resilience, leverage, strategic failure, these are mental muscles. And right now, you've taken the first real rep. So, whether you scored 1 or 5, this isn't about being glad or disappointed. It's about getting intentional. You now have mental awareness that 99% of people don't. That means you're already in the top percentile of thinkers. Don't waste it. Here's what to do next. Step 1, comment your score below. Not for ego, for ownership. When you say it out loud, you start owning where you are. Step 2, share this video with someone who keeps saying they want to get rich or be successful but never checks their mindset. Step 3, subscribe right now, because this is just part 1. In the next video, I'm breaking down 5 billionaire habits that you can steal and start using daily. No money required, just discipline. And hey, if this video challenged you, made you pause, or made you think about your default wiring, hit that like button, not just for the algorithm, but because it tells me you want more stuff that actually shakes up your thinking. Remember this, the classes you missed, the people you weren't born around, the luck you didn't have, none of that matters if you're willing to rewire your mind from the inside out. This is the new wealth game. And if you're here, you've already taken the first step into it. Now, let's get to work.